What's going on? This is Big G from G Riders, and welcome to another episode of Talking Rides. Today, I'm with my friend Dan here, and we're going to be talking about his BRZ. Alright, Dan, what kind of car is this?
That's a 2013 Subaru BRZ.
Nice. So what have you done on it so far?
For the most part, I've done coilovers. I've done different springs for the coilovers, wheels and tires. Engine's practically stock outside of a catback exhaust. So a little bit low on power, but not too bad.
Yeah.
I have a 3-point harnesses for both the front seats. And I have a Cusco 1.5-way Type RS differential.
So explain to me a little bit about what that is.
So essentially, instead of the mechanical torsion gear style differential, the 1.5-way Type RS differential is a series of clutches, and 1.5-way just means that it activates on both acceleration and deceleration into a corner. Okay, cool. That's pretty cool. That's really cool. I see you have a nice set of wheels on here. What kind of wheels are those? They're Inky RPF ones.
Nice. Are they pretty lightweight wheels?
Yeah, they're pretty light. They weigh, I think, 16 pounds is what people say they do.
Are they lighter than the factory wheels that come on it?
Oh, definitely.
Because those are pretty heavy. They look heavy on cars.
Oh yeah. And the rubber that's on them right now too is the Bridgestone Potenza RE71Rs.
Nice. So what are those typically for? Those typically like race tires or?
So they're a grippy tire. They're good heat cycle tire. They heat up pretty fast. A lot of people use them for autocross. This car is specifically built for STX class and autocross.
Okay, nice. So what does your car run in autocross?
Like what cars it competes against, or what?
Like just like times.
So the thing with autocross is that every course is different, so it's hard to say times. But stereotypically, I'll run with SSP style cars like Corvette Z06s with street tires on. Usually I'm able to keep up, if not surpass, most of the street cars with street tires on. Okay. Nice. All right, so tell me a little bit about your interior. So it's the limited package, so it's leather Alcantara seats and leather trim throughout the interior. BRZs are a little bit different from the FRSs with the silver trim on the dashboard. As well as I have the upgraded navigation system. Yeah, really that's it for the most part.
Nice. So what about the harnesses? What brand of harnesses are those?
So these are Schroth. They're 3-point ASM harnesses.
About how much do those run?
I bought these used. So brand new, if I'm correct, they run about $350.
Well, that's not too bad.
I bought them used off of a friend for $100. So.
Oh yeah, nice. Friends are always nice.
Yeah.
So how's the seating position when you're in autocross in this vehicle? Is it pretty good?
This isn't the seating position that I normally use. Usually it's a little bit more tilted up, more aggressive. The headrests are flipped around to properly fit my helmet in. And it's a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more forward towards this. You don't want to be fully extending your legs, and you don't want to be fully extending your arms, so you can go full rotation with the steering wheel.
Nice, okay. Alright, so I see the single exhaust on here, so have you upgraded the exhaust on it too?
Yeah, I have.
So what brand you got on here?
So it's Speed Factory.
Speed Factory?
It's their V2 single exit catback exhaust.
Nice. Let's go ahead and take a listen, see how it sounds.
Sure.
Alright, let's see how this thing sounds. Nice. all cars you could have bought, why'd you choose this one?
Simply because I've been following the FRS and BRZ when they first were announced, and you know, there was a lot of excitement behind it because it was essentially an economy car with a race car chassis. So, and there's just endless possibilities of the car, and plus it was their reinvigoration of the original GT86 or Corolla A86.
Yeah, I love the A86. I absolutely love those cars.
Yeah.
Like, they're so cool. Like, I know it kind of has like a, you know, like the same kind of stigmatism like a lot of Subarus do. Like a lot of dishy people drive them and everything, but besides that, they're fantastic little cars, and you can do so much with them.
Oh, I love it. I mean, me, myself, everyone I've met that's an owner of A86, have been amazing friends and amazing people in general, and yeah, I mean, these cars have their own reliability issues, but if you think these cars are bad, those old A86s have their own reliability issues in terms of passing emissions and so on.
Yeah, right? I mean, it's an older car, so, you know, it's not going to be the easiest to pass emissions.
Oh, even when they're brand new, they're difficult to pass emissions.
Really?
Yep.
That's crazy. I didn't know that. So besides this car, what other cars were you looking at before you bought this one?
So one of the cars that I looked at before this one was a Camaro SS because, I mean, they'd been out for a couple of years. And you know, like, as great as the newer Mustangs are, I didn't like the fact that it didn't come with an independent rear suspension from the factory, and that's what kind of drove me away from the Mustang.
Yeah, in 13, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And, you know, I almost did buy a Camaro, but it just happened to be that in my hometown there was a BRZ, exactly what I wanted at the dealership. So I went down there and bought this instead of the Camaro.
Nice. And around how much was this one back in 13?
This car, brand new, was 32 out the door, so 29 before all the taxes and registration fees.
That's not too bad for a fully loaded car like this one.
Oh, not bad at all.
Excellent. So you said you do autocross. What got you into autocrossing?
So what got me into autocrossing is I had a few friends who invited me out one day, and I just attended and watched. You know, it looked like a blast. So essentially I started co-driving with a friend back in about 2010 with this car, and you know, I fell in love with it. It sounds ridiculous, but I bought a 2007 Toyota Corolla out of all cars, right? But they just came out with this new class at the time called STF, Street Touring Front Wheel Drive, and you know, it kind of pushes that limit where you know, you've done a lot to the car, but it's not forced into like some kind of street modified unreliable category, and that's why I really like the street touring things. Because I like to be able to drive 5,000 miles and not have to worry about my engine grenading if need be.
Excellent. Yeah, sounds cool. So currently, what is your favorite brand or favorite car you see on the road nowadays?
Oh, new car or old car?
Let's do one of both.
Okay, so my favorite car of all time is my first car I ever owned. It was a 1987 Buick Century, and I made the worst decision of my entire life selling my car because that was the most reliable car I've owned in my entire life.
Oh wow! So what's your favorite new car you see on the road nowadays that you wouldn't mind owning?
Ooh, you know, I like the Cadillac ATS-Vs.
Oh yeah,
those are pretty awesome.
So you're talking something that would replace this?
Oh no, nothing can replace this. This car itself, it has a special place in my heart. As much as people hate on it, as many jokes as I crack about it, I'd probably never get rid of this car.
Yeah, this car is pretty nice.
Yeah.
So was this your first new car you ever bought?
Yes, this is my first brand new car I've ever owned.
So yeah, that's always a big deal.
Oh, yeah.
Like you always say, like, oh man, my first new car, and it's like almost like your dream car too for now.
Oh yeah, I mean, you know, there's faster cars out there, and you know, 200 horsepower isn't that much, but you know, you have to drive this car on a back road to understand what I'm talking about. And you know, people say, oh, I've test driven a GT86. They're not that good. But I'm telling you, like driving it around a dealership parking lot, you're not gonna really get the same experience as say driving on a back road like out here.
Yeah, definitely. Oh man, that exhaust sounds really good from in here.
Oh yes.
So did it add really anything to any power to your car at all? You think?
No.
So
Not at all.
Just noise.
It's the same diameter, if I'm correct, with the exhaust.
Oh, okay, got you. So it didn't open up anything.
No.
Okay, excellent. So besides, so what is your all-time favorite brand? Like, what is your favorite brand of cars that you buy almost anything they make?
Oh, man. You know, Ford's got some really good stuff coming out. They have the Ford Focus RS.
Yeah.
They have that new 350R.
Have you seen the markups on those RSs?
Yeah, I have.
It's kind of fucking ridiculous.
Yep. I'm not paying $50,000 for a mildly
goddamn Focus.
loaded up one.
I'm not paying 50 grand for a Focus.
Yeah, you're entering Corvette territory at that point.
Right. You can get a used like regular Stingray for that much. Like, well, hell, a new one.
You could get a used Z06, a brand new one.
Right. So it's like, I mean, it's cool and all, but like, I think the people who really man on those are people who order those new. Same with the 350, with the 350R.
But you know, to be fair though, those are well set up car from the factory. I mean,
Yeah.
they're track ready right when you pick them up. When I was competing against autocross against one, you know, I personally struggled to be assigned. Rick Q got his race car driver, my old instructor too, but he got a whole second ahead in this car over a Ford Focus RS. But just to be able to pick up a car from the factory and run those kinds of times, that's a little ridiculous.
Yeah, it is. It's really ridiculous. And like, damn, what's over there? Having a party over there?
I think so.
One thing, I do like the Focus RS, but one problem I think, the biggest problem I have with it is I wish they would have made a dual clutch option for that car. Because if they made a dual clutch option, I would probably try to go buy one. And that's the huge selling point for me, because like, traffic here in Portland, I mean, I live here in the city now, so like, traffic is terrible. It's absolutely terrible, and I don't want to sit in traffic with the manual. And you know from driving a manual, sitting in traffic with a stick is not the funnest thing in the world.
It's not.
So like, for me to get something like that, it have to have a good automatic option. Like one of the better automatics I've driven so far. So like the S-tronic transmission that's in the Audi A3 is pretty good, and actually the one that's in the Mini that I just tested was really good, really fast. It was almost dual clutch fast, just like I was telling you about the BMWs. It's almost dual clutch fast, but doesn't have the same like engagement issues the dual clutches have, which is really nice, you know. And I think, and a lot of people argue, it's like, oh, are you really a car enthusiast if you don't want to drive a manual? It's like, you know, that doesn't really matter, you know what I mean? You can be a car enthusiast and like fucking big ass trucks and shit, you know what I mean?
Yep.
So it's all about what you like. And I think a lot of people get that, a lot of car enthusiasts, people kind of get that twisted up about what does it mean to be a real car enthusiast. I mean, if you like something, you like something, you know what I mean? Like me, I'm a practical guy. So like a lot of people ask me, what's your dream car? I can say for right now, currently in my life, a brand new Mark 7 Golf GTI would be my dream car right now. Like a brand new one. Or like later on in the future, like, yes, I want to buy something like a McLaren or something, but I'll buy something like an RS7 or a Porsche Panamera Turbo S or something before I do that.
Yes.
Just because like I like having the practicality and luxury to combine, or something like an M3 or a C63. I just love having the practicality.
That's always a nice thing, yeah.
No, I don't always need it, but it's something that it's a big requirement for me when I buy a car. You know. So, you talk about how much you love this car.
Yes.
What are some things that you don't like about this car?
So a couple of things I don't like about this car is one, the limited visibility in the corners.
Yeah.
Those rear pillars are absolutely terrible. When I'm backing up, I'm so shocked that this car didn't come with a rear backup camera.
It did?
It did not ever come.
What?
Yeah.
Does it come with one now at least?
Not this one. No. I think the newer ones do, but not this one. And you know, I've had multiple scenarios where I've been backing out of a parking lot. I have to keep my windows down. I've almost hit kids twice.
Oh, shit.
And so, you know, it's a huge deal with these cars.
Oh damn, that's not fun.
Yeah.
Don't want to mow down little Johnny.
No.
Especially because your insurance will triple.
Oh yeah. It's bad enough as it is.
Right? So besides that, is there anything else you don't like about this car?
Limited storage. I mean, it's a sports car.
It's a sports car.
It's not bad though for its size. I mean, you can fit a whole set of wheels and equipment to work on the car.
Go back this way again.
I mean, you can fit enough equipment to work on the car, but I mean, other than that, you know, after the first engine failure, I've been a little bit skeptical too about driving the car. But you know, hopefully there was just that one manufacturer's issue with the engine. It was an unusual failure that occurred, and
so did they? So at least give you a newer engine?
Yes.
So you don't have that problem anymore.
Nope.
Excellent. That's always nice. You can have the peace of mind that your car's not going to fail again.
Nope.
Because having a car fail on you is not the best thing. It's not the funnest thing in the world.
Especially when you're in love with it.
Yep. Because it starts making you consider, do I need to keep this car? Or it's like, I know I love it, but yeah, I can't get with the simple fact that it just grenaded on me. All right. I'd like to give my friend Dan here a special thank you for bringing the car up and let me check it out. It's really sick. I really like this thing.
Thank you, Glenn, for doing a review on it.
Yeah, no problem. So if you liked the video you just watched, give that a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and keep riding with me. Thanks for watching.